This is the old 77 podcast. Hey, bitches.
Thank you for listening to the old 77 podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Old 77 podcast.
That's
Listen,
right. Dr. Fran is in the house.
Jackson, what is your problem? Look at me. Look at me. You dance like a teenage girl on the TikTok.
All right, we're going to have to take caller number 4 now.
What's your diagnosis, Dr. Fran?
I think he's on the spectrum.
He's got that Asperger's.
He's got that Asperger's. Medium well. Medium well, bitch.
Who are you? Hey, bitches. This is old 77 podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world. Impressive.
Warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
And that is why I started the outreach program at the church.
Join our Patreon Clubhouse today. Clubhouse members get early access to episodes and exclusive after-hours content at patreon.com/theold77podcast.
You can officially start to drink.
Thanks for listening.
And now here you are, reunited. It's like a goddamn Greek tragedy.
From the friendly confines of the old 77 studios, it is the old 77.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Hey, world.
Andrea with the
World.
pinch hit tonight. Pinch hitting for Maddie Francis.
Yeah, Maddie Fran, got a little one not feeling too good tonight.
That's what I hear, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
So hopefully she gets to feeling better.
Been there.
Yep,
Done
we've all
that,
been
man.
there, man. Kids puking all over you.
The roads are
Barfing
still shit
everywhere.
by my house because of this snowstorm. Did you guys
Yeah.
hear we're supposed to get another snowstorm next week?
Next
Yeah.
Thursday of all friggin' days.
Bite your tongue.
I'm not cool with that.
Nah, man, me
at
either.
all.
Me either.
Yeah. I don't know. Guess we'll just play it by ear. Maybe we have to do the show on another night.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do it on a Friday, like we're doing this show.
Yeah. So
Because our Thursday last night was all jacked up too because of the weather.
That's right. That's right,
Yeah.
man. So the paranormal people, we're going to try to have them back on soon too, I think, right?
Jeff City Paranormal?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Patreon subscribers.
Yes.
Speaking of,
our boy Biscuit Strength, we just had him on episode 91. This is episode 92.
Dave was a little lit for episode 91.
What were you drinking that night? Were you drinking the Irish whiskey?
Yeah, what's that stuff called? Like the
Tillamadoon, I think. Tella not going to do that anymore.
Irish whiskey, man, and that was strong. I'm a whiskey guy.
Dude, Matt even has been saying this whole time that bottle's been here. Be careful with that Irish whiskey. It changes you, he says.
He was right. He was right. Well, you saw me right in the middle of, like, what was that, the cool down segment where I just had to get up and leave for a minute?
So
I heard. You had
Dave-
to go kiss the goddess
Dave
for a little
straight
bit.
up put his headphones down and was like, I'm done. I went, you're done? I'm done.
But, you know, hey, it took me 91 episodes to get there, you know.
And 91 episodes to get a new nickname.
What's my new nickname?
Yeah.
Dirty Whore Dave.
Dirty Whore Dave.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It sounds like we're saying Dirty Jorge.
I thought that's what you said
Sounds
earlier
ethnic.
to our Cheech dog.
Yeah.
We have an ethnic dog, Cheechy.
we have a mascot now, and she's
completely in her little. I don't
in-
know. You can check us out on Spotify and go to YouTube.
Yeah.
But she's in Andrea's arms there in that pink little bundle.
She always keeps one
Yeah.
eye on me when I'm near.
Oh yeah. So my internal monologue for Cheech is like Cheech Marin. Hey man, but it's all very feminine, man.
Yeah.
You know.
With a masculine air.
Right.
Those little chihuahuas.
Fucking hate you, man. I'm gonna bite your fucking face off. Give me a treat, man. And that's her.
Have you guys watched episode 1 of the Kanye documentary on Netflix yet?
Dude, I have not yet caught that.
It's out.
How good is it?
For somebody like me, it was great because this is like 20-year-old footage, so you get to see Kanye like shaking hands with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z really doesn't.
He's like, who
even,
the fuck are you?
Doesn't even really know who he is. So it's actually really cool, man, that these guys were filming him before he was Kanye West.
Were
Like,
these guys or was Kanye kind
No.
of like a Val?
it's this guy
Kilmer type
It's
thing.
this guy named Cootie who was a
Kid Cootie?
No. Him and Cuddy are not friends right now.
I didn't
apparently.
think so.
Yeah. There's some beef going on there. No, it's this dude Cootie who used to be like a stand-up comedian in Chicago, and then he had like a public access show called
Like Wayne's World?
Yeah, except it was called Channel Zero, and so that was how they met.
That was foul. I'm sorry.
And then Kanye got a hold and was like, "Yo, I want you to continue to film me, so he like quit his job and just started following Kanye around and filming him for the next 20 years or so.
Man, for the next 20 years?
Yeah, he's been filming for 20 years now.
Good
like
God.
you get to see like 19-year-old Kanye.
I feel like this is Snoop's blunt roller position.
Yeah.
You know, I just heard that dude got a raise. He was making 30. Now he's making 50,000.
Well, and now he owns Death Row Records too.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Just put out a new some collaboration with I think Nate Dogg.
Yeah, and he just put out a new album called Algorithm, like I don't know, maybe a month right after he was on Rogan's podcast.
That's right.
And he's already got another one out.
Yeah.
Have you still not watched the halftime show?
I have not.
Yeah, Andrea.
I have.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it. I wish that there was a little more Eminem, but I think that's just my age group.
Yeah.
I wish that just the whole thing would have been like twice as long. It seemed like it was very fast.
Well, that's because you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta play the game too.
When you don't enjoy it, then you're like, when the hell are they gonna get off the stage?
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I have felt about many of the more recent halftime shows. This is the first halftime show that I was like super pumped about.
I feel like so many people our age are so pumped about that halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little confused though. Like, did 50 Cent just decide to party crash, or because he wasn't one of the headliners?
Right, he was a surprise.
Probably.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. He was a
Okay.
surprise.
That's where I was perplexed. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not
And
Kendrick
and
Lamar.
most people don't realize that in 50's video for In the Club, he was hanging upside down at one
Yeah,
point.
right. That's
where
whole-
that came from.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much like a blast back to college.
Did you guys catch that dude playing drums for Eminem?
Mhm.
How do you pronounce his last name? Anderson .Paak? P-A-A-K? Have you ever heard of him?
I've not heard of him.
He's got a song that I love, dude. Like total James Brown vibes. It's
Nice.
called what's it called? Like Come On Down or Get On Down or something. But total James Brown vibes, man. I'll share it with you. I don't want to get us
I was gonna
kicked
say
off of
don't
YouTube.
let's not share it here, but yeah, absolutely.
I like his vibe.
That's cool.
He's got that 60s soul vibe.
You know, it seems that's funny that that's the thing now, doing retro music in a newer setting.
Like that's what The Weeknd is doing. Like
right, you've got The Weeknd bringing the '80s back.
Absolutely.
You've got Tame Impala bringing like John Lennon and some of that Beatle-y vibe coming back with that. You've got the boys from what's that band name that sounds like Led Zeppelin?
Oh, Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah.
You got those dudes playing like 70s music.
That's funny. You say Led Zeppelin, and I think Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. you know.
Same thing.
You know Greta Van Fleet though, right?
Possibly.
It's this little. I mean, he's in his 20s now, but when they came out, he was like maybe 17, 18 years old. This little short, skinny white dude.
Right.
That, when he sang, just
oh my God,
sounded like a complete, like the second coming of Robert Plant, who was the lead singer for Led Zeppelin.
But Robert Plant's still alive.
Yes.
And
I know who
my
Robert
whole
Plant
same,
is.
I'm just
my
making
whole
sure.
same thing is gonna get somebody pissy at us too. I know.
Yeah.
I know it.
I was really
I'm just joking.
I was really into those guys for a short while, but then I just felt like, well, fuck, man. If I'm gonna
Who,
listen
Led
to this,
Zeppelin?
like no, I've always been into Zeppelin, but I tried to get into Greta Van Fleet, and every time I listen to him, the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, well, fuck, I should just listen to Zeppelin.
But you know what? That's exactly what they're realizing now, because they're starting to change their sound and craft it different now. That would suck
Are
to
they?
be them guys, you know?
I know, man. I've talked about that on the show before. It's that voice that dude has. It's a gift, but it's also a curse
Right.
because he's always going to be compared to Robert Plant.
Somebody else was given the part of that gift too. You know, we heard it before. That's the problem.
Yes.
You have to think, though, that is probably who he pulled his inspiration from.
Oh,
so that's why
absolutely.
he sounds so similar. But if he's starting to kind of branch out on his own and find his own voice, then I think he'll have his niche.
I don't think he's branching out on his own so much as they're actively as a band recrafting their shit.
Yeah, because they know.
They realize everyone is saying that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So supposedly the way that he figured out that he sounded that way, like they were a band for a while and they would have band practices, and just like one day at band practice, dude started like screaming, and the rest of the band was like, dude, whatever you just did, you need to keep doing that.
Keep doing that.
And that was kind of when they really started to blow up.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I heard him, I literally thought I was listening to like a bootleg Led Zeppelin recording that I had just never heard before. They sound that close.
Yeah, it is very, very distinctive sound. Even the guitars they've got going on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I mean, the dude that plays guitar, he's good, but he's not Jimmy Page.
No, but the band themselves, they're pretty tonally on.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You don't have to sound good. You just have to sound tonally there.
Yeah.
I mean, Nirvana proved that.
Yeah. I hope, man, I'm rooting for him. Like, I hope he does find a sound that's more unique that somebody like me can get into without just thinking of Led Zeppelin the whole time.
That's it. You're trying to invoke that nostalgia, that thing of the past feeling.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, everybody just is like, well, I'd rather listen to Coda, or I'll go back to this one.
You said Coda?
Yeah.
Do you like Coda?
Coda's all right.
I love Coda.
I got Coda on vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Have you heard his new song? It's called Grateful.
I have not.
It's cool. The hook is, the thing I like about Coda is Coda the Friend is his full artist name, but he's very, very positive. He's got a lot of like jazz influences in his beats. A lot of his beats have that kind of like lo-fi jazz sound, but I like him because his lyrics are positive. Like the Grateful song that I have on repeat right now, like the hook to that song is, when you get it, I hope that you're grateful, grateful, grateful. Thank you, Jesus, Buddha, Jah, or Allah. Please insert whoever you believe in. Celebrate in this abundant season. Like, that's my attitude, man.
Please insert. That sounds like a little Dickie commercial.
We place too much emphasis on the semantics of our religious beliefs.
Yes, we do, man.
But at the end of the day, you just need to be grateful and be happy. So, that's my 2 cents.
Damn.
Yeah.
Spiritualism in 5 seconds with Dave.
Absolutely.
I was going to say thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
I've got lots of TED Talks in here. Lots of TED Talks.
Surely not.
Last week was a great TED Talk, let me tell you.
Yeah, about legalizing drugs. Why we should do that.
All of a sudden, he just went crazy about it for a hot shit second.
Yeah, the passion comes out.
He was fired, boy.
Yeah.
Fentanyl was the thing that brought it all up.
Yeah, I was reading some article. So I guess like the AG, the Attorney General for Missouri, just settled with some of the opioid companies for
I'd heard some of that.
millions of dollars.
It's a ridiculous amount, right?
And so then I clicked on a link that had the mom of like a 14-year-old kid who died of a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
And like most of the people that are dying from that shit, they don't even know that they're taking it. They think they're taking something else, and it's got that shit in it, and it kills it. So that's why they should legalize drugs, because at least if they legalize drugs or decriminalize them, people could get what they think they're going to get, and they wouldn't be dying.
I have a personal acquaintance who lost her grandson because it was laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the sad part of it is they know exactly who sold it, but they don't have enough concrete evidence to incarcerate the person. And the crazy thing is it's my understanding it was like his first attempt.
Yeah.
So it was like his first out?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you got to be careful with some of that shit.
When my best friend died, his mom like actively tried to seek out the guy that sold it to him.
Oh, really?
Which was probably not a very smart thing to do.
But
I think it was a similar situation, like nobody could prove anything.
I understand the sentiment, though.
Yeah.
I'd want to know if it was my kid.
Sure.
It would be, you were in that mindset of an eye for an eye.
Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe she just wants to see.
Yeah.
Look at the person.
Right. I just want to look at him.
Do you guys remember a couple years ago there was a guy, I think he was a pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels, that died of a fentanyl overdose? So it just came out today in the news that they have charged. It was actually like one of the team doctors or like a physical therapist or something that worked for the team.
I did hear about some of that.
That supplied him with it, and now that dude's facing like life behind bars.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for a while, right?
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like?
Well, like if it was doctor prescribed and somebody died?
No, like if
we know someone that happened to.
Yeah. But, like, no, how do you feel like if somebody dies because of some shit they get from a drug dealer, do you feel like the drug dealer then should be arrested, held accountable, stuck in jail?
Depends.
I mean, I'm sure if
if the drug dealer, like, willfully did it.
Yeah.
You know, like, if he's willfully or she's willfully cutting shit with fentanyl, trying to kill people.
Yeah. But the real people that you need to go after are the people in the suits and ties.
Right.
Those are the people that really have fueled this whole
thing. And that's
what
I was going to say. Or do you go after the people that they got all of the drugs pre-cut and everything pre-packaged from?
Yeah.
It's a catch-22.
Because they're middlemen, a lot of them.
A lot of the dealers, I was going to say, like, a lot of the dealers are victims, too, in a certain regard. I don't think it's quite that black and white, but...
No.
But, I mean, you take one guy that's a small-time dealer off the streets, you're not putting a dent in the overall equation. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think
But if it were my kid, I'm sure I probably would.
Well, exactly. Yeah. If it was someone that you loved, that person sold that to, you would still want to go see them.
Probably.
I assume.
Probably. God, I hope I never have to worry.
Yeah,
about
I hope
that,
I don't
man.
have to worry about that shit either.
It's a whole different world from when we were kids. Like when we were kids, fentanyl wasn't around. Like you didn't have to think about.
What is fentanyl?
It's a synthetic opioid that's like. I don't know.
It's ridiculously more powerful.
Much more powerful than heroin. And there's another one called carfentanil that is like hundreds of times stronger than fentanyl.
Okay, why make that shit?
Because it's cheap as fuck to produce. They produce it mostly in China. China's not a big fan of the U.S. anyway, so they don't mind killing. They don't mind killing some of our citizens.
Throw
off.
some of that over there and get rid of some of the weaker. U.S.'ns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
U.S. Americans?
No, I like U.S.
You can say U.S.
I mean, come on, it's China.
I'm picking it up.
They're not using like
sounds
American
like you're saying
slangs.
Youngins.
You guys watched any of the Olympics?
No.
Negative.
Yeah, me neither.
We don't really do sports in this house.
I was gonna say we don't sport, Dave. You throw out that baseball thing.
Yeah.
No.
I tried to watch the Olympics with my kids the other day. They didn't give a shit about it.
I used to like to watch the Winter Olympics. Like I would watch them with my grandma to watch skating
relentlessly
because I thought that was fun. I like to watch that.
That's usually like the number one thing in the Winter Olympics that people watch.
Yeah.
Even Johnny Weir's pissy this year, from what I've seen.
I see curling is becoming pretty popular too.
I saw one of you guys posted something on our page about curling.
About that dude, about the dude with the really long hair and
the flowing mullet
and the super nice stash too. Yeah.
I mean, there was a porn somewhere that's missing that stash.
Absolutely. I think the meme said something like, "This is the apex of American,
American physique
athleticism."
Or something. Yeah.
You know, I can't believe we're coming back to the mullet, aka the wolf cut, is what they call it now.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf cut.
It was not a good look in the 80s. It's not a good look in 2022.
I feel
nostalgia, man.
I feel the same way about just like the stash with nothing else going on. I feel the same way.
The clothes are fine. Like I actually appreciate the fact that the kids now cover up everything and wear like a little crop top. I can handle not seeing their ass hang out.
Yeah.
That's
like
fine.
the whale tail from when we were kids?
Yes.
I was never a sagger myself.
The mom jeans.
I'm going to say mine do sag. But it's not on purpose.
Yeah, it's not because you're trying to be a gangster.
Because my ass is hanging out.
Oh, it's my favorite. Like when he doesn't think anybody's watching and he'll be in a store and he's got to do like the hoist him up.
Yeah.
Just be walking along like, hey, there's no one over here. All right.
Yeah.
I watched you do it yesterday at the bin store and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, it's
coming.
It's a bad look.
Oh, there it goes.
You just remembered all over again why you fell in love with Scott, right? That was it.
Yeah.
What you said.
Goosh. Instantly had to go to the bathroom.
I haven't gone back to the H.O.B store, but every
there.
time I come here, Scott has shit that he has bought for me from the H.O.B store.
Oh yeah.
Has a
I thought I got you.
problem.
I thought I got you that thing this week. It was a pretty good one, I thought.
The adapter.
Yes, I couldn't think of it.
Yes, hold on, I'll show the camera.
So Dave is a Mac guy, and we were digging through, and it was you fill a sack. Like they have what, 9?
So they have two types of bags.
9-gallon bag?
Normally it's a 19-gallon bag.
There you go, if you
then
can see that.
For bag day that they do the third Thursday of every month for $25, it's a 10-gallon bag.
Fucking awesome. I'm just saying.
You
That's
guys
when you
are
can
just,
get all that little stuff.
You guys just stay posted at the H.O.B store, don't you?
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's right down the road,
It's
man.
a problem.
It's pretty close.
Let me tell you how big of a problem it is because I don't think he knows this.
Yeah?
So I get a trimester bonus from work every few months. It's a problem. I looked at the bank account today and I was like, oh, okay.
Ruh-roh.
We gotta go.
I don't dare spend any money without getting my wife's permission first.
We gotta stop going to the bin store.
We gotta take do a cold turkey on the bin store for a while.
Sabbatical at the bin store.
Yeah, take a detour.
But it's an addiction. Like I feel bad because
it's like going antiquing kind of.
His personality is the same as my friend at work.
Yeah.
She just can't. For her, it's the whole, it's a good deal. How can you pass up a good deal?
Right.
You may not need this hinge.
Yeah, no.
Or you may not need
this pair of roller skates.
This thing that you click and the knife goes out the end.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can put it in a bag.
Yeah, some switchblades.
Yeah, see, so what I feel like is the $25 whatever fill a bag, whatever. That's shit like this. So I found a cool little like cable clip, right? I wanted a whole bag of them, but I could only find one.
Aw.
I go on like a Saturday, this one piece will cost me $7.
Yeah.
I go on a Wednesday, this one piece will cost me $1.
Almost nothing.
That's I mean, come on, $1, maybe pay for that.
So you like
I
those
go
better?
on this, hell yeah. I go on this Thursday that they're open where everything, you fill a bag for whatever. I can find as many of these as I want.
There you go.
The crazy thing is that I feel like, have you ever seen like primates like grooming
grooming their other?
That's how
pack
Scott
members?
is going through the bins.
I'm
Like
very primal.
Yeah.
he's picking through every little thing.
I
And
do.
unfortunately, my ADD kicks in, and I'm like, look, dude, I'm
She straight up set down.
Like, I got to get the fuck out of
this,
here.
last time.
I'm
Yeah.
like, fold.
Yeah,
So
I
thankfully they have like shelving, and I just set the bag on the shelving, and that's where I got to watch the pant hoist.
Yeah, yeah. There's some good people watching around here.
Oh my
too.
gosh.
Yeah, people watching.
There is.
It's one of my favorite things. Did you get some good people watching in when you were traveling recently?
I did.
Yeah.
There was this trio of women who were on vacay, and one of them, I kid you not, I don't know if you can see here, she had at least 4-inch nails.
Oh my God.
And so, of course, your mind goes to, how does one wipe butts?
How do you wipe your ass? I was just going to say.
There are videos on the YouTube that show you exactly what to do.
You found ass wiping videos with nails that long?
With people with long nails.
You want to know where my brain goes when I see long nails? How can you possibly play guitar like that?
Although I see those videos where those dudes like are doing those weird like two-finger tapping and
with their
and
right
streaming
hand,
with their right hand, and their nails are ridiculously fucking long.
I have one student that I just permanently keep a pair of nail clippers in my bag because I swear his nails grow like an inch a week. So a lot of times we start our lessons with him clipping his fingernails for me so he can get his
Fun
fingers
fact,
done.
Scott bought several fingernail clippers at the H.O.B store.
You can never have too many.
I found one set that has straight up.
They're like bolt cutters.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna use those.
Well, you
bad
know, you got
boys.
those strong protein-filled nails. You need
Right?
something. You need something heavy-duty shit.
I swear to God, he's
There
like
we
the
go.
chia pet.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, does it grow back
His
pretty
nails
fast?
grow so fast.
Now we're talking.
And the kids' nails grow fast. I am not one of the fortunate ones.
Well, you know, I don't
No?
know. Do you guys feel like?
No, you're not.
I always feel like after I get out of the shower, my nails have grown like a half an inch. What is it about that?
They're probably just soft.
Yeah. Or maybe my skin is shrinking a little bit, so my
Could
nails
be.
look a little bit
Shriveled like
longer.
a prune.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that has observed that, though, that it seems like your nails are longer after you get out of the bath.
I bet if you Google it, there's a scientific
I'm sure there
explanation.
is, yeah.
Because Google knows everything.
I don't have time for that shit tonight.
Google
don't
knows
I,
too
Andrea?
much shit.
Yeah.
But back to my travels.
Yes, your travels.
Fun fact, Canadians all travel to the Dominican this time of year. Every person I think I met was either from Canada or Quebec.
Ah, good fishing up there in Quebec.
Quebec, that's Canada too, though.
It is. It is. It's just your French Canadian.
That's French Canada, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's French Canada.
I was able to practice my piss poor 4 years of Spanish that I learned in high school. Yeah.
Hola.
I actually got told that they're like, you say gracias like the way you're supposed to say gracias. It's not like how
Gracias.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
gracias.
So one of my best friend, her sister came, and she's around the same age as Scott. She's very, very rural America, and I was teaching her how to say like buenas noches, buenos dias, and she'd be like buenos noches.
Like she's buenos noches.
Buenos noches.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
That's
well,
a
you
good
know,
look.
it always like
There we go.
It always
and then I can bring it like that.
It always takes me off guard, like when I'm watching like a sports broadcast or something, and the very American commentator pronounces like a Spanish last name and sounds extremely Spanish for a split second while they say that person's name.
Hola, my
Hey,
name
man.
is Chicharrone.
This is Cheech right here, the Cheech dog.
Oh, we got Cheech on the big screen. I love
There you
it.
go.
I love it. She doesn't like all the attention though.
No.
She is our third rescue.
She's camera shy.
She's not camera shy. I've just been gone all day, so she's in heaven.
I mean, she's
She misses
literally
you.
hugging Andrea right now.
When my wife or my kids are not home, Callie, our youngest of the two
chicharrones.
boxers, she just sits in the bay window and just stares out the window until they come back.
She's waiting for them to come back.
Yeah,
Right. They know.
She loves her family.
Taylor's like, I'm old. I have 0 fucks to give. Leave me alone.
Yeah, man. Taylor's getting really stinky in her old age.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh man, Maggie is getting stinky.
But think about it. Elderly people that you know,
They get
you
little
get a smell. It's normal.
I still love her.
Got a schmelly on your hands?
I still love her. You know, she has accidents all the time in the house now. I wish we had a doggy door.
Is she doing one of those now? Yeah.
Then I would.
Dude, you can put a doggy door in. I can help you do that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
But then there's gonna be mud and shit tracked into my house 24/7.
True.
Start mentally preparing yourself
I
because
am.
if the incontinence is starting and it'll
Yeah.
start to go fast.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the worst.
She's 12, which is a lot of boxers don't even make it that
That's
long.
a
I don't know,
long
man.
life.
Our boy Nichols, he's got a dog. It's
Addison, right?
Addie. She's God. I don't know how old she is.
She's
She's
had
getting
all
up
kinds
there.
of procedures and
I don't know
stuff.
how many.
Betty White old.
Right. I don't know how many procedures. She just got her hips redone.
Yeah.
So, and she's starting to do a little incontinence now.
Her next procedure is gonna turn her into the dog version of Darth Vader at this point. She's had a lot of work done.
She has had some work done.
But you know, when you love your pet, that's a family member.
Yeah, I can't say anything because when we had Dorothy, we had
Yeah.
her for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Like, I totally went into the spaz, like, fix her. I don't care what you have to do, just fix her.
Yeah.
That was not
Yes,
good.
yes, you did.
Mama bear mode.
Yeah.
I think it's because it was the first dog that, like, ever truly spoke to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
never
man,
have
I
had
always-
that experience before.
I always thought that was weird. Like, Andrea wasn't a dog person at all.
Yeah.
And then this dog comes around and boom.
Then you met the
she's
right
a
dog.
dog person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse was showing me some video on TikTok of this lady that has this cat that is like, it's one of those like high dollar specially bred cats. Like, this cat was so big that like it could stand up on its 2 legs and like get to the countertop.
Is it Chloe?
I don't know.
The African shepherd?
I was gonna say Andrea knows this cat.
Probably.
We were looking at this
It
the other
looks
day.
kind of like a bobcat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Fucking frightening is what it looks like.
this cat,
What's its name? I'm gonna text my wife.
Chloe the Shrevnel or something like that. It's a African cat. It's
Yeah.
not completely legal in all U.S. states.
Yeah, because it's a big cat.
But
Is that here in Missouri?
No.
or-
I don't know
No.
where.
It's actually the male, the guy in the video. It's his cat. He's had it since the cat was like 7 weeks old.
Oh, so it's
and
like
it's like 16 years old now.
Yeah, and apparently, like it hisses at you, but not because it's mad. Like, it hisses because it's.
But the
trying to tell
hiss
you
is not a
something.
normal hiss. The hiss is like, I'm gonna fucking tear you
Yeah,
apart.
it's terrifying.
I will fuck you up.
It's absolutely terrifying.
It is. And
But
like
it's a
it
beautiful
growls.
cat.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Like, it's interesting because from what I've seen, I kind of went down the Chloe well the other day and was watching all of the videos.
See, that's why I'm not.
Oh,
on
so
TikTok.
where is it's on TikTok?
Well, I found it on Facebook because I don't TikTok, but
Right.
The one that Jesse showed me was TikTok. Yeah.
but like they show what they feed this thing. Like, it eats raw chicken and
Oh, like whole chickens or?
well, they've got it cut up and
Oh.
stuff. But yeah, it like I had no idea that it was 16 years old. It looks amazing.
Well, that's why it's probably eating really good.
Did you guys see the video of the swimmer in Australia that got eaten by a shark?
Yes.
And everybody like witnessed it happen.
Everyone witnessed it, and they called out the Coast Guard, and everyone was freaking out trying to find. And it turned out that it was her. She was some kind of a Olympian swimmer or something.
I didn't hear all of that.
She didn't make the Olympics or something, and so
She
she
definitely
was out,
didn't make the Olympics
She was
now.
out swimming with her family or something like that, and yeah, it was
So, you know what I heard from this? Don't go to Australia because it will fucking kill you.
everything.
There's a lot of bad shit in Australia.
Everything.
I mean,
in
I want to go to
wants kill you,
Australia.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think I'll just hop on over and see JT.
Oh, in New Zealand,
Because that shit's not going to kill me.
they don't have anything over there except birds.
I can deal with the birds.
Right?
They are literally on an island.
Yes,
Yes,
Pretty
yes, they are.
secluded.
No,
Pretty
no
secluded.
bugs, no nothing. Right? Isn't that what he said?
they are. Yeah, I thought they had bugs.
I'm
just
sure they have bugs.
Not like scary things.
They don't have like the poisonous stuff that Australia has, I think, right?
I don't think so.
I would gladly win the lottery and move to New Zealand. I mean, I love you, nice knowing you and all, because I know you're not moving, but that's like all the seasons. Like, I can go to the mountains, I can go to the beach, I can go to the desert.
Yeah.
That's
it's what, like
ideal.
a 7-hour drive, I think, from mountain
That's
to desert.
ideal.
Yeah.
And they have waterfalls.
Yeah.
amazing.
If I could go anywhere on the lower 48 and live, I would probably go to Oregon. Most beautiful state I've ever been to.
I would like to see it. My only downside to it, and it's because I'm more of a seasonal person, is the rain. The rain would get to me.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. It's beautiful in the summer.
I think I would be okay in the rain.
You would be fine. You're like Mr. Dark and Gloom.
I like all that dark and gloomy shit. I'm good in that. Like
Yeah.
Seattle, I'd be okay with raining all the fucking time.
I think taking the trip that I took to go to the beach was like the smartest thing I've done because I definitely came back more refreshed. Usually this time of year, my depression is really bad. Like I hate the time change. I hate the dark. I hate the cold.
Sure.
It makes me mad and
I
sad.
hate the cold,
Me
but
too.
love the time change.
I just like I'm looking forward to spring forward and the sun being out longer. And I mean, I'm not looking forward to you walking outside and you have to swim through the air. But
so you actually like it, Scotty, when it's that way?
I like it when it gets darker earlier.
When it gets darker earlier, yeah. I don't know.
That's never really bothered me.
Yeah.
I always feel like as a younger guy, it was like, ooh, it's darker out now earlier. I can get out and do more shit.
I can start getting into trouble a little bit earlier now.
I can go out and get into more shit.
Well, as a parent of twin boys, I'm with you, Andrea. I hate the time change just because I got to bring my kids inside earlier now, which means I have to talk to them. I don't want to talk to my kids.
believe me, I understand that sentiment more
Dude,
than you know.
Yeah, I was just saying, I totally get that, man.
Yeah.
I went on vacation and didn't miss them.
Oh no.
That's okay. I mean, that's
I
okay.
told them that I did.
That's good.
And I probably didn't miss them because the one like Facebook
messengered you?
Yeah, the most. Like
yeah.
almost every day she talked to me. The other one, I could have been on a boat in the middle of the ocean and he had zero fucks to give.
Yeah.
You were, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Minus the boat, but the ocean part was there. Yeah. Absolutely. But you had a good time.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to go on a trip with their friends as an adult at one point in their life. Like, I would like to make this a reoccurring thing. Like, even if it's not yearly, but like every couple of years.
Yeah, you should.
I'm down.
Jesse's trying to convince me that we should pick something fun for us all to do.
Oh, yeah?
You posted that thing on Facebook about the pottery thing, right?
Yeah.
So Jesse just did that with a couple friends like a week ago.
She's the one that told me to check out Capital City.
We'll come do that with you guys one night.
But they do it on Thursday nights or they do it on Sundays. Now, unless they've changed it, they might have switched the days up a little bit. I was thinking a Sunday afternoon would be more ideal.
Doable?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I could get off.
But I definitely, something I've always wanted to do.
I want to recreate that scene from Ghost.
I knew that was coming.
You know,
Can you be my Patrick Swayze?
It's funny because
Can you be my Whoopi?
Fuck yes.
Jesse went with her friend Cassie.
Done.
And that was the first thing I asked him was, "Are you guys gonna redo the scene from Ghost, the Patrick Swayze scene?"
I say you better believe if you guys come with me, I'm gonna just randomly have that song start playing.
Please do. I'm sure you won't be the first or the last. We should do that. Let's pick a day where we can all get together. I did a lot of pottery when I was in high school. Like my senior year was nothing but art classes.
We had nothing fun like that.
We didn't have anything cool like that.
We had art, but
I'm not saying I'm any good at pottery. Mostly in pottery class, I just built pipes and bongs and shit, and then I built bigger stuff around it. So you could fire it and nobody know that the pipe or the bong was in there, and then you take it out. And you take it home and crack the thing on the outside, and you got all these wonderful weed smoking devices.
Nice.
The more you learn about Dave,
the more you know.
It's like you peel back a layer each time.
He's like an onion, right?
I was just thinking that.
Did Scotty tell you that I wrote a couple jingles for work?
I heard.
We're gonna totally use those too.
Yeah,
I've got them all saved
I'll
up.
probably make a few more, just because it's fun. I want to make one where somebody at the end says, "Don't let it go to your head."
Oh, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
But don't let it go to your head.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be a fun little project, and like I learn a little bit when I do it.
Heck yeah.
I feel like that's a subtle jab.
Wait, what's a subtle jab?
Don't let it go to your head.
And don't let it go to your head.
It is totally what it is. But here's the thing, like, it's just generic. Somebody gets this award once a week.
Right.
We don't know who it's going to be. At least I don't know who it's
Heck,
going to be.
I don't know who it even's going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm the one saying it half the time.
I guess I don't pay attention to your...
You don't, because it's I believe it's a shared only thing. You have to have a link to get them.
No, but you've told me, like, you showed me other things that when you've put things like for the whatever together. Is that the same? Is that the same thing? Is it the updates?
It's the update.
Yeah, you've showed me those before.
They're all different. We do them weekly, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys took a week off a couple weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks because I had COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
You're
Yeah, we
welcome.
took almost a month off.
Yeah. It's good to have you guys back.
Yeah.
Back on the team.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. It's nice. If nothing else, just so I can drink coffee every time Nichols says with that. With
so
that
you can
being
play
said.
the game with that being said.
With that being said.
Yeah.
I got a couple drinking games I play for you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, that's okay, totally.
I'm not going to tell you what the triggers
Shelly
are.
told me, and I tried to like actively not do those triggers.
You try to actually pay attention to what.
Yeah, I was paying attention to what I was doing.
Well, when you do something every week, once a week, you start to notice your little habits. You know.
Hey, kids.
I was telling you because I work with sportscasters that are from Canada.
Right.
I end all my sentences with A these days.
Oh my gosh, that was so hard for me not to be completely offensive every time we met a Canadian. I'm like, hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like now's my chance to say it. Yeah. Well,
hey.
I love the Canadians that I work with. They're very, very funny people.
I bet they're hockey, eh?
They are hockey guys.
Oh, hockey, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite, like literally my favorite crew in all of sports to work with are those guys. Yeah, they're funny.
Got those hockey guys over there.
Any of you guys ever listen to NPR?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever listen to Car Talk back in the day?
Yeah.
So
Car Talk.
Do you know? So do you know the two sportscasters that I'm referring to right now that I work with? You know the team that I do all the football games for? Yeah. It's their hockey guys.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love those guys.
Yeah,
man.
I know you're talking.
But I bring up Car Talk. Did you ever listen to Car Talk back in the day?
Yes and no.
Car Talk was these two brothers. I think they were from Boston.
Yeah, they were
brothers. People would call in and tell them. They'd call them and I say, my car's doing this. Can you figure out what it is?
Hey, my car's all messed up.
And they would like diagnose stuff on the air, but it was always like very, very funny, and they are always cracking jokes and laughing at each other's jokes.
They were trying,
yeah. Yeah, and they're always laughing at each other. But the hockey guys that I work with totally remind me of.
They remind you of those brothers.
The Car Talk guys, yeah. The Car Talk guys are also in the car movies as well.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think they're in the first one, but I think they're in the second.
They're not doing their podcast and their TV show.
One of the brothers is no longer alive. Yeah, one of them.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Which one died?
I can't remember.
Click or Clack.
Yeah, they always refer to each other as Click and Clack. I can't even remember what their actual names are, but one of them passed away.
Because I remember it was was he sick?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because it was a few years ago they backed off.
Yeah.
Like they were just going strong, and then they were like, we're going to stop doing episodes.
That was probably what was going on.
I bet it was. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know one of them died.
Yeah.
I just thought they stopped
They do replay episodes all the time. Like
all
on the
weekends.
Time. Like usually when I get out of church at around noon on Sundays, that's usually what's on NPR.
Yeah.
I'm either listening to Spotify, or if I'm going to listen to the radio, usually I listen to NPR. Because I just can't fucking stand popular radio.
No, I'm with you, man. I dig the whole NPR thing.
It kills me, man.
Yeah.
I should want to be more educated. Wow, I'm upside down.
Hey, there we go.
She's
trying to get the Cheech.
Look at you, girl.
But NPR is like instant nap time.
Yeah, I get that.
It's time for NPR, Andrea.
And it's another similar one to that for me is whenever Tame he puts it on.
Could it be?
The Oak Tree Island.
The Curse of Oak Island.
Yes.
I love the Curse of Oak Island. Oh, there's the Cheech.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Looking good.
All right, I got a thought, but I'm gonna save it for the next segment.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, why don't we take a break? I was
Okay.
gonna say, why don't we take a quick break and let's thank our Patreon patrons. Thanks to the Jeff City Paranormal Society.
That's right, Matt, Aaron, Will, Jacqueline.
We're gonna have them on soon.
Very soon.
Thanks to our boy Biscuit Strength.
The homie Taylor.
And thanks to JT from the Paranormal.
Paranormal Sun.
From the Paranormal Sun.
If you guys have not listened to last week's episode, man, that one was a blast.
You should listen. You'll learn more things about Dave.
You will. You will.
Maybe you will. Maybe you will.
Certain
because
things that you maybe didn't ask to learn.
Some things are edited on that one. That's why there's a little E on it.
Dave was a little lit that
Dave
night.
was lit. He was
that
pounding
Irish
the wall.
whiskey, man. The Irish whiskey got me.
So I was trying to help him make like a cover for you, and I was going quack quack.
All right, man.
We'll see you soon.
That's right.
We'll be back.
On the old 77.
Bitch.
Hey guys, it's Matt, and we always talk about Last Flight Brewing Company, and we never exaggerate on how good it is there. They have this wonderful indoor space where you can fit a bunch of your friends or your family. You can take your dog in there. Also, kids are welcomed. We can all drink as equals. It's a great spot. If you want to sit outside, there's tons of space. It's a great spot for a sunny afternoon with friends, families, even colleagues. You can do it all out there. Games, cornhole, whatever your vice is. They also have a carefully crafted beer menu which changes all the time. Each beer they put out is delicious. Also, Last Flight won first place at the Missouri Beer Festival. They've come a long way in a short time, so check them out. You can find them on Facebook and online at lastflightbrewing.com. If you're local, check out Last Flight Brewing Company today. Go enjoy some sunshine. Get off your couch. Go right now. Fill up your growler.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome back to the old 77.
It's a safe place.
Oh, in an unsafe world.
Good job,
Get
Andrea.
the stick.
Good job.
Poke.
Get the cattle prod out.
Yeah. What is this?
This is called Lukewarm Hazy by Asher Fulero. I like it, though.
Yeah, Asher Filero. Yeah,
I like this. It's nice.
I have no clue who that is.
No, nobody knows who any of
This
these
is
people
all
are.
YouTube-approved music that we can play and get away with.
But I dig the vibe, though, man.
Heck yeah, man.
I love that
Right on.
stand-up bass, jazzy shit.
Oh, I love the stand-up bass sound.
the best. It's the best.
doom.
So we were talking off the air. I asked both of you guys if you knew what ASMR is.
Yeah, you got that all pulled up over there?
I think so, yeah.
Let's check this out.
Let's listen to a little bit of ASMR for our viewers that don't know what it is. Here's an example. Here we go. Why can't I hear? Oh, here we go.
Super high sensitivity for super duper high sensitivity tingles.
Is she saying tingle? I'm trying to like pull her down so she doesn't pop our ears
I was going to
off.
say, I hate the pee pops.
Is that doing anything for either of you?
No.
Are you getting any tingly sensations down the bottom of your spine?
No, it's more like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah,
for
me neither. I'm gonna stop her right now.
Now see that right there? I don't mind that lip smack and stuff. That kind of sounds like
Okay, so
sounds like a blowjob. Not gonna lie, that's all right.
there is a name for this condition that I have.
You have a condition?
I have many conditions, Scott. This is one I don't think I've told you about this one, though. And I think I get it honest from my sister because she's the same way. And I don't know if this is a genetic thing or just that my sister, who's 7 years older than me, kind of trained me to be this way. But I cannot stand the sound of people smacking their food next to me.
That's a common pet
I think
It
that's a
is.
normal thing, though.
Yeah, and there's a word for it.
Yeah.
For that specific
You just don't
thing.
like hearing people
Like hearing
chew.
people chew?
Sometimes it's not even the chew. It's like when my kids, like if they're eating cereal with like a hard bowl, it's the sound of the spoon clanking along the bottom of the bowl. It literally drives me into like I want to kill somebody mind state. My sister's the same way.
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a word for it. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I think it's pretty common. Do you guys have any of those?
I don't have anything quite like that.
Yeah, that just makes you want to murder somebody right on the spot.
Well, the thing as of late, so Jonah upstairs has been playing some Roblox game, and then he's narrating it, and he'll do the punches, right? And then he does the guy falling, like. "Brr, brr." But the only problem is for like 3 hours yesterday, I heard some dude die straight.
Yeah. So he's
just going and going.
doing sound effects.
Right, and I'm just like, oh my God, please stop.
So is he building like a mod for Minecraft? Is that what this is?
No. It's so Roblox is a
online.
Roblox. Yeah, you're familiar with Roblox.
I'm familiar with Roblox.
Okay, yeah. No, he's been playing Roblox. I don't know what game he's playing. Probably Gary's mod or something along those lines.
There's so many.
Oh, on Roblox, there's a ton.
My kids will have
Roblox is the platform.
Because my kids can't spell yet, so I'm always the one that has to search for the levels that they want to find. Oh.
Yeah.
I like Minecraft better than Roblox, I think.
I feel like Roblox is a little too open.
Yeah,
right?
because anybody can chat.
Yeah, you can chat. If you've got the headsets, you can talk.
Right. Can you do that on Minecraft?
Yes.
Can you do the chatting on Minecraft?
Yes.
Huh, okay.
You can turn it on.
I've never seen. Do you know if it's on or off by default?
Oh, I have no idea there.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But I mean, with our kids are smart when it comes to that. They'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want my kids to figure that part out.
I think there's a double standard to it, It's cool, but at the same time, like, oh, shit.
Yeah. The internet.
Right?
It's a terrifying place.
You think about it, though, the internet was a terrifying place when it came out, and we were at that age.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I still remember doing chats and doing ASL.
Yeah, that's something.
Sex location.
They're not doing that anymore.
Oh, no, it's way worse.
Well, yeah, I mean, just think about it when Facebook gets the whole metaverse put into place.
Yeah,
You'll be able to meet up online.
Ready Player One.
It's going to be Ready Player One. That's what they want.
I don't want to participate in the metaverse.
Right? I don't either. I don't think anybody really does.
I don't even
either.
want to participate in this universe, let alone the metaverse.
Right.
Good point.
Well, but just like you were saying, it's going to be like Ready Player One. People are going to end up liking the metaverse better than they like the actual.
Well, there's nothing to do in the real world.
Yeah.
You've already done it all.
I mean, the only thing that they got to figure out now is like, you still need to like bathe and shower and shit,
Maybe. I mean,
he's like, maybe not.
Well, you don't need to bathe and shower?
I try to get our 12-year-old, and it's like pulling teeth.
To get him to bathe?
Yeah, that's like one thing I have.
That's just a boy at 12.
Do you guys ever have any trouble getting them to brush their teeth?
Yes, every
day.
night.
Same here.
I try to do the morning and the night. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just get whatever you can get at this point.
Yeah. That's one thing I've really tried to put my foot down on is because we were just at the dentist. They were just at the dentist, and Jack had to have one of his teeth pulled.
Oh, no kidding.
Because he had a cavity that was that bad.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did they do it? Did they get up? So I got to know. How did they do it? They clamp them down, get up on the chair, and yank that bitch out? Or?
Pretty much. I've actually got a video of when it actually happened, but they gave him the gas.
Yeah.
Of course, they gave him the shot with the 10-foot-long needle to numb his mouth. And
scary as shit.
When the dentist actually pulled it out, he was distracting Jack by making him hold his hands up and touch his fingers together and do this and do that. And
Which doctor do you guys use?
This was a guy over on Wildwood. Yeah.
I know. We go to the same dentist. I'm just curious which doctor you have.
It was a guy.
Dr. Stein.
It was a guy.
I think so. I really liked him. He was great with the kids.
Dude.
What?
That's bad. You don't
know
what?
I
don't know the name.
I don't know.
You never take them.
I have no clue when it comes to
me and Jesse both went.
Our kids'
that.
doctors.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just giving you.
Okay.
I'm just giving you crap.
He was great though.
Dr. Stein is amazing.
Is there another doctor that's also
There's
at that
two
same
doctors
location?
that work there.
Are they both men?
I believe so.
Okay.
And where is this?
Capital's Dentistry for kids.
Oh, is it like Tiger Dentistry or something?
It's the one that has the tiger on it.
Okay.
Yeah. They were great, man.
They're very nice.
I was like so proud of I was proud of both of my kids.
Right.
But I was especially proud of Jack because he had to get a tooth removed and.
Dude, not every kid can do that. I feel like,
dude. They when they got done, that dentist was like, "Dude, you should be proud of your kid."
And I love that they give them
typical 5-year-old reaction.
Right.
They give them tokens so then they can go and get things out of a machine.
Now that's. I'm an adult. I would go to the dentist more if they gave me a token.
I actually asked him because I have severe dental phobia. Like,
me
Scott,
too.
you do too, right?
Me too.
Can I come here? And they're like, no.
I was telling Jess, right? Because Scott, like, for you, it's so bad that like you literally will like try to punch a dude, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
You have the urge?
No, I think he has the urge. He just his practices don't go. He avoids it.
I hate going to the dentist.
But I can't say anything.
I will go to the dentist though if I absolutely have to.
Yeah. I think a lot of that is just being a man. You know how hard it is to get men to go to the doctor and to the dentist.
So you.
She's smiling at me like.
No, he made a comment the other day. We've been together for almost 19 years, and in the 19 years that we've been together, how many times I've been to the dentist?
I don't think I've ever seen you go to the dentist.
But I went to the oral surgeon and had him rip 4 teeth out. So
right, yeah, that's right. That wasn't that long ago.
Well, you did go to whatever that was, and they looked you over and was like, "Hey, everything's great." So it's not like you had an issue
as far as like no cavities.
Riverbend.
Yeah.
When I went there, well,
yeah, and they were like, "No, everything's fine with your mouth."
I'm sure I have issues, but
they straight up
nothing major though.
Yeah.
At least.
I hate the dentist. I hate the dentist because
I feel like once they get their claws in you, man.
No, it's not even that. It's the personal space.
Yeah, you don't get that in there.
I feel like I already am anxious the way it is. I feel like I'm gonna come out of the freaking chair when they're all like, "Hey, what's going on in there?"
Now, see, that I don't have a problem with. For me, it's the drill sound. That's, I think, what you're getting at. Like, I get so unnerved.
Well, and if you've ever had a tooth drilled into, not only do you have to deal with the sound, but like you can taste it,
the smell.
I had a tooth pulled when I was like 16.
You can feel it rotating on your tooth.
That's the worst. Like, especially when they pull it and you hear it pop.
Sorry about that. I've never had, like, I've had plenty of dental work done, and thankfully, knock on wood, I've never had a dentist that, you know, that hurt me or anything.
Yeah.
So.
My first dentist did just what you were saying. Like, I had to have a tooth pulled. I was in Pana, Illinois.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember where it was. Like, there was the Walmart and then the railroad tracks, and then it was off to the right there. There was a little dentist there.
My grandma went there.
That was my dentist.
I can't think of his name.
Oh, it was trauma fucking tizing, man.
How far away was the dentist from where you guys actually lived?
35, 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So
depending on where you went.
But my aunt lived in town.
So that's more than likely why your mom went there.
Right, that's why we went there.
God,
and
what was
so
his name?
I don't remember his name, but the dude had I had to get a tooth pulled. He had the great big long fucking mile-long needle that he shot in my gum.
Yeah.
Then he got up on the chair. I'll never forget that. He got up on the chair with the pair of pliers and like hunched over me, man, grabbed my tooth and yanked that fucker out, man.
Yeah, man.
And then on the way home, I kept tonguing it. Because it was the first dental experience I'd ever had. And then the shit started wearing off.
Yes.
And oh my God, it started hurting so bad. We had to stop in Nokomis, Illinois at the Dairy Queen and grab some ice. And we packed that bitch tight full of ice. And then I hung out with ice on it all day.
Did they not give you anything?
No.
Like any pain meds or anything?
No, not back then.
They didn't give my kids any pain meds either, which I'm good with that. They just told them just give them ibuprofen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were saying.
They were fine.
But at the time, man, it was, oh my God, I didn't know what was going on.
My kids are not going to take opiates unless it's just an absolute, the only option.
I mean, if they need it, like they got to have surgery and shit, you know? I'd hate for you to go through that and you're not on something like, I don't know, morphine.
But you know how it was back in the old days, man. They'd hand out 3 months worth of that shit to somebody that didn't need it, and then 3 months later.
Well, it was a different world back then.
Somebody's got a problem now.
They keep lists on it. You know, big pharma just sued. Purdue?
Well, so
they got sued.
The Attorney General for the state of Missouri, I think, has reached a settlement, and I'm not sure if Purdue Pharma specifically was in there, but with opioid companies.
Oh,
you know?
I'm sure they were the main one.
They should be.
They were
for sure.
I would almost guarantee.
I vividly remember in the late 90s, like 97, 98.
Constantly be like, here, try this.
All of a sudden, everybody had OxyContin.
Right.
Everybody.
I knew it as hillbilly heroin before I knew it as OxyContin.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's the sad thing.
Especially like in Appalachia, that was kind of what it was known as.
It wasn't Dr. Floyd, was it?
It might have been.
That's what I'm sitting here doing, trying to find
I know what you're doing. It might have been Dr. Floyd, because I got a Star Wars toothbrush after that.
Nice.
I got C-3PO and R2, and it was blue. It was fucking bitching.
Have you finished Boba Fett?
I have.
Okay, I need to.
Dude, you should watch it. You haven't watched any of it?
No, I've watched just the first episode still.
You should continue.
I will.
I mean, if anything...
I listened to a little bit of your guys' episode the week that I wasn't on.
Yeah?
Well, I zoomed in for the cooldown or whatever.
Do you want me to give you some spoilers?
Well, I already heard a few spoilers.
Okay.
Like I heard there's some pretty badass CGI involved later on in the show, right?
There's some killer CGI coming up for you.
Yeah.
There's also some CGI coming up.
Yeah.
There's a complete takeover of the show. Around episode 5, the show shifts.
Oh, okay.
So if you've ever read like good comic books from Vertigo and things in the early 90s and things from the Vertigo print of DC, you know that not every title, especially in that imprint, that line, like the Constantines and the Sandman and the runs like that, the main character didn't have to be the focus of it. So in episode 5 and 6, Boba Fett's in it maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he has a speaking role.
I see.
And then in the 7th, because 7 is the last episode, you really get some action. And some people didn't like it. Some people did.
Is this a one and done series, or will there be additional seasons?
I don't know. I know it definitely sets up The Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
Because we pick up with Luke Have you seen the end of season 2?
Of Mando?
Of Mando,
yeah.
where Luke Skywalker comes and gets him.
Yeah.
Well, you see Luke and Grogu training.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also see a couple of other characters show up.
Cool.
A couple of them from the Clone Wars.
Cool.
I mean, there's nice... It's Dave Filoni, and if you're not familiar with Dave Filoni, he wrote the Clone Wars, the Bad Batch, all of the animation and stuff. So
he's kind of just tying everything
He's tying
together.
everything in. Like Ahsoka.
Yeah.
He wrote Ahsoka's character. So, you know, the Padawan of Darth Vader.
Did any of you guys see the halftime commercial with LeBron, where LeBron is talking to young LeBron, and the young LeBron is CGI'd?
No, I didn't. Is it good? Is it good CGI, or is it like meh?
Let me see. Can we pull that up without
go
getting
for
pulled?
it.
So it's,
we can mute it at least.
Silly Dave thinks that we watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, we did not watch any of the Super Bowl. It's funny.
That commercial is playing on regular TV now.
People joke, you know, because
Silly Dave thinks I watch TV.
I know. I know you watch TV.
I do to a degree, but not very often.
We watch DVR TV.
Me and the wife have not
so
been
we
able
can
to.
fast forward through the commercials.
Absolutely.
You know.
Hold on, let me
on
make sure
demand.
this shit doesn't come through here. All right, here comes LeBron.
I got you down.
I'll full screen it here.
Here we go. Let me bring it up over here.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah. Oh, that's not horrible. I see what you're talking.
Didn't mean to pause it.
So there's old LeBron. There's young LeBron.
It's not bad.
It's not horrible.
I mean,
it's not really that good.
It kind of reminds me of the Luke Skywalker CGI
from season 2, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's not awful.
With that in mind, season I guess 1 of Book of Boba Fett has a Luke Skywalker that is absolutely fantastic. I'm just gonna say that they hired a dude right after.
Did you guys talk about that on that episode?
We kind of did. Yeah, so there was I think he's like from Malaysia. I'm not even gonna insult anyone.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit here. But this dude was he right after that scene came out, he put out an even better scene where he took his AI and ran it through and refilmed it, remapped it, and it was tons better.
Now, is this just like a super fan guy that did it just because he loves...
he just did it because he loves it, and he threw it out online, and Disney saw it and saw that it was better than theirs, and they hired him.
That's awesome.
And this stuff that we're seeing now is
his work. That's
and
pretty cool, man.
That's
one of the
fucking game changer.
There's a lot of bad things about the internet, but that's kind of one of the cool things about the internet is some guy who you know,
just random dude, right?
It kind of forces the cream to rise to the top a little bit whenever the playing field is leveled out for everybody.
You know, you like to hope so, right?
Yeah.
Right?
In a roundabout way of turn of events, that's kind of how we got here.
Yeah? Elaborate.
Cheech Cam.
So he, being Scott, had put his resume up on...
Like LinkedIn or some shit?
No, something else. And...
Oh, it was allaccess.com.
All Access, and that's how they found him.
Yeah. So you got a call?
I got an email. I got I put up, so allaccess.com is an insider, radio insider. Like, you go there and you can look
check that
for...
place out.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can... It's legit.
Good place to find radio jobs at, I'm assuming.
Right, and it's also a good place for people in the industry can put like, hey, I have this skill set. Does anybody need me?
That's cool.
That's what I did. I pretty much said that I'd been, you know, an audio production guy forever, blah, 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 looking for a position. I got 2 emails within the hour, actually.
Wow.
And one of them was where we are now, and there was another one at Bowling Green, Kentucky. And really had high hopes for Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so pretty there.
Told those guys on the phone, you know, I was like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to level with you. I'm going to have to move my whole family like 4 hours away, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, we're not going to be able to come down there for anything less than $30,000.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, we could probably do something, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm just warning you. I think I said 35.
Yeah.
We're not going to come down for anything less than 35.
Always shoot a little higher than
right?
Yeah.
And the dude was like, yeah, okay, come on down. We'll make it worth your while. Well, we got down there, you know, we got a room. We paid for it. They were like, hey, come on in, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, why don't you guys go see the town? We'll see you. Bye. Have a great time. And while we were, like, getting food, they called and offered me, like, $19,200.
So you guys went all the way
And
down
I was
there.
like, guys, for everything that you've shown me, you've not really impressed me that much, and you've even insulted me with the 19.2 when I told you.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna think about you guys. I was like, I got another interview with these guys coming up next week, and they were like, oh, okay, all right, well, bye.
Yeah. So
and when I dropped the name, they were like immediately not interested.
He's
in
out.
Yeah. And then we came here, and my first impression was not good. I was, for one, I was so confused because of how Jeff City is laid out. Like, I remember Cindy taking me around, and she's like, and here's the 9th grade center.
Yeah.
And then here's the high school, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
That was strange. But you know what? 8th grade goes to high school where we're from. So
yeah. Yeah, just a little bit different. And like back when my sister was a kid, they had 9 through 12 all at JC.
Just so many kids now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they
so many kids.
The splitting of that high school up into 2 different high schools was very long overdue.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when I went there, I was packed into the hallway like sardines.
Right.
In between classes, it was ridiculous.
Have you been to the new high school?
I have not.
It's not bad.
No lockers.
It's weird.
Really?
It's weird.
Huh. I guess maybe because everybody has tablets now, or like are textbooks on tablets now?
They have their Chromebooks. But here's the crazy thing. So the
Yes.
junior high still has lockers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went there.
Great. They won't let them use the lockers.
Yeah, the lockers are off limits now.
Our son is like a pack mule. Like everything is in his bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
And getting him to wear a coat, well, you might as well forget that. So I'm forever like, put on a hoodie, put on a jacket.
I've been trying to tell him to do that too. No.
Yeah, not happening.
No.
Oh, well.
I'm good, Mom. I'm good, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, when you're standing outside and I get there, what took you so long? I'm freezing.
So anyway, you were saying that Jeff City was so disappointing for you when we moved here.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell is going on?
It was definitely unique. I will say that.
Yeah.
Jeff
But I
City's got a
think-
charm. To me, didn't come right away.
Yeah.
I think now that I've lived here for as long as I have, I don't remember why I didn't like it, other than I was just like, I just felt like it was kind of dirty.
Because it wasn't Bowling Green, I think that's why.
Bowling Green was so
Could be.
The Bowling Green was so green.
Yeah.
And so planty and so vibrant. And it had so much cool shit, honestly.
It did. It had a lot of cool stuff. Although, it's probably a good thing because we stopped at a restaurant and the lady was like, y'all need anything else? Y'all need this? Y'all need that? And I thought he was going to lose his mind. He's like, if I hear y'all one more time, I'm going to
nails on a
snap.
chalkboard, man.
Oh, yeah, you would have already had
The
a
way
a
this
mental
chick said
breakdown.
y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's a little bit of that in mid-Missouri, but it's not nearly
I
as
catch
strong.
myself saying y'all sometimes.
I say
but
y'all like when I text.
Yeah, but we don't say it after every, it's not like.
After every phrase.
Yeah.
So, y'all, we're going to go down here, y'all. And anyway, y'all, we're going to bit this. And, y'all, we're going to do that. And, y'all, this over here. And, y'all, having a good
What about
day, y'all.
Ewan's? You ever use
No.
Ewan's? Yeah, I'm not a big Ewan's fan.
No.
Yeah.
That's my ASMR for the day.
Yeah. God, no. Yeah. What? That's the weirdest shit. Hey, have we showed the people Chloe already? The cat?
We have not. We kind of touched on Chloe a little bit. So this is that cat that we were talking about earlier, Chloe, the
She's
Serval?
an African
big ass
serval.
fucking cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
Oh, this is just a picture. Oh no, here it is. Here's the
Fun
video.
fact is that she's 16 years old, and that the owner got her when she was just 7 weeks old. And I think I read that she was born in October of 2005.
Is this the one where it's like
This is the one I showed you, not to this particular video, but this is what she looks like.
Same cat.
Same cat. And
That's like a small. That's a dog.
It's
man.
a big cat.
Yeah.
that makes a Maine Coon cat look like Cheech.
I mean,
Right?
it's literally like the size of a small bobcat, or like a lynx at least. It's a beautiful creature, though. Jessie had a phase where she wanted to get one of those fancy
Good God, look at that thing.
breeded cats.
So,
Breeded.
Breeded, yeah. I'm gonna make up that word tonight.
I phoned a friend, and it was Dr. Floyd.
It was Dr. Floyd.
was.
There you go.
Came through, nice.
The phone a friend did come through.
Yeah, so Dr. Floyd got up on the table, like on the chair,
Straddled you.
fucking pulled that tooth out like a champion, man.
Hopefully you couldn't feel it
He
at
did
all.
that. He did the He-Man like rapow.
When they pulled Jack's tooth out, like I could see blood.
Yeah, I remember blood squirting out.
Yeah.
But it was just the feeling. Like, the dude had his hand on my shoulder, and he just ripped that thing out of my head. Fucking traumatized me for the rest of my life, man.
How old were you when that happened?
Oh, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And then immediately afterwards, I got checked out and then came back next week to get my teeth, like, I don't know, he put something in, like, bubble gum flavored shit in, and then they put it in, and it, like...
Fluoride.
Yeah, I guess it was. It, like, sucked up against my teeth.
Or he put, what is it, enamel? Not enamel.
I had
sealant.
I had the enamel.
I bet he put a sealant.
It was pre-sealant. They did enamel, whatever, but it was a thing that would, like, suck it into your teeth.
I don't think I've ever had that done before.
It sucked.
I should have, I probably should have had braces. I've got crooked teeth down here.
I've got a crooked bottom.
I mean, I totally don't need braces at all.
I like you this
I
way,
like
though.
you that way, too. Like, it would be weird if...
It's not you if you don't have your gap.
Absolutely.
I love your gap.
Absolutely. No, I agree. It would be weird without it.
I still remember one of the times in college when I met this dude named Thad. He was from Aurora. He was this...
Aurora.
He was this cute little black boy. Mm-hmm. He had a very much like a jaw rule thing going for him. Mm-hmm. And he's like... You're the first black girl I've ever seen with a gap that big before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
Thad.
like, yeah.
It's funny because I have a friend, a male friend who is black who also has a very prominent gap, but I love it. Like it's so much. It's so unique.
Yeah.
It's unique, and it also screams, "Oh, you're poor and you didn't have money for
it doesn't.
braces." At least for me, that's what I feel like.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson could have afforded to get his.
I mean, what's the dude from Grownish or whatever, Anthony Anderson?
Yeah.
He actually did get his fixed though because he kept getting confused with.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy from Good Morning America? He was on.
Oh, what's his nuts?
Lawrence Fishburne?
No.
Lawrence Fishburne has a gap too, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
This guy
Michael
was
Strahan.
Yes,
oh,
thank
Michael
you.
Strahan. Yeah.
They were really starting to get confused about who they were. So that's what he said that he got.
But still, though, he doesn't look like him anymore now.
Yeah. Somebody told my friend.
Weird looking.
Somebody told my friend that he looked like Lawrence Fishburne, and other than the gap in the teeth, he didn't look anything like him. It was probably a white guy that told him that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an Asian guy.
I don't know.
Do you think Asians think we all look alike?
I remember going through a checkout line at Gerb's.
I just wonder that sometimes.
And
I'm okay with it if they do.
I didn't realize that there was such animosity between folks in the Asian community and in the black community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until one day I was at Gerb's checking out, and there was the lady that was checking us out was Asian, and the guy that was in front of me in line was black.
Yeah.
And he was just as pleasant and as nice as he could possibly be to this little Asian lady that was checking him out. And she would not talk back to him, and she would be really short. And as he left, he was like, "You have a great," he was just as nice as he could be. And then as soon as he started walking away, the little Asian gal called him the N-word. I was like, holy shit. Now, he didn't hear her say that.
Of course not.
She said it under her breath. I don't know, maybe she thought I was going to be like, yeah, you go, girl.
That sounds like a story.
Oh, man.
You know, that sounds like something happened between those two.
I don't think so, man.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a story. She caught that dude in there stealing one time, maybe. He had a diaper on, filled with something.
Or the fact that he was just black.
Oh, it could be.
That was the impression I got. I think
that's not
she was
different
just
than when
racist.
Pallavi was here, and she said she got something at Aldi's, and she said she wouldn't go back to Aldi's and do anything about it because of the Indians that go close, that live close to that area.
No, she had tried to do something about it.
They had kind of given a bad rap.
They brushed her off.
Yeah. And Scott's like, well,
and she was like, "Oh, that's total racist. That's racism or whatever." And I was like, "Nuh-uh." I was like, "Come on, that can't be right." I was like, "That goes against." I was totally defending Aldi's. I'm like, that goes against Aldi's whole policy. You could just go in there and be like, "This I bought yesterday. It's bad. Can I get a new one?"
Sure.
Because that's all it was.
Walmart used to be that way. You could return anything to Walmart back in the day.
I kind of helped destroy that. I'm not gonna lie. I got a Nintendo, and a year and a half later, boxed it all back up and took it back in so I could get the Super Nintendo.
I remember you telling me that story. Yeah, I couldn't remember who I heard that story from.
I'm pretty sure that's me and a couple other people, my family members, are probably the reasons why that's all not.
Yeah, because I have no family members that's ever done anything like that.
I remember taking a years old TV back to Walmart.
Oh yeah,
exchanging
you could
it.
take anything back to Walmart back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, that was
short of a
different,
shitty
though.
pair of underwear.
That was one of the places I would go. Like,
But motherfuckers tried somewhere.
back in the day, Walmart had like a pretty cool little music section, and they also had like keyboards and musical instruments and shit. I used to go there and jam out on the keyboards.
I remember that too.
There's no good places in Jeff City to kill time at anymore. Like, it was Barnes and Noble for me. It was Hastings.
That was the best.
Now we have no good bookstores.
Hastings and Barnes and Noble are what sold it for me here.
Yeah, and now they're both gone.
Yeah, and now they're
I
both
hate it.
gone.
We have no good bookstores. You got to go to Columbia to find a good bookstore.
All right, the mom in me says, "Are you good on time?"
Yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to.
I was going to say, if you want to take a break, we can take a quick little break and
Sure.
get everything all situated. Thank our Patreon patrons. Come back, do a 15, 20, 30-minute cool down, however much, if you want to even.
Okay. I'm down. Yeah. Take a quick break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Give you guys some bump.
And while we're breaking it down, I want to thank all of our Patreon patrons,
That's
JT
right.
and the Paranormal Sun, the Jeff City Paranormal Society, and also Sir Biscuit Strength.
Gotta put the sir in there.
I am now.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because he can beat all of us up.
Yes, he
can
can.
beat all of us up at the same time.
The line that got me from last week, and if you haven't, please go back and listen to last week's show. We had a great time.
Yes, we did.
Biscuit brought the party, let me tell you.
Yes, he always does.
And then our boy Bobby Blackburn, Bobby at work was just like, hey man, I'm working tomorrow. You mind if I come hang out with you guys? I just want to watch. Sure, man. Bobby had the word of the night.
He did. What was that? I'm trying to remember.
It's like, hey Bobby, what do you think about that? No.
Yeah, it was like it's like a very he flipped the switch on the mic, turned it on, and said
yeah,
and then turned it
back off or so. But he did that like 2-3 times.
Man,
I'm like,
a few
damn.
words.
I flat out said Bobby's gonna give us the word of the night here in just a little bit.
We're gonna hold him to that next time he comes out. All right, so we'll be back for a quick cool down, right?
Hot, quick cool down
Yeah,
right here
baby.
on the old 77.
I like that one.
I do too, man. Yeah, it's bouncy.
It's got a good vibe.
Cheech is out.
In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More has the widest variety of new and used music, carrying new and reissued vinyl, used CDs and cassette tapes. In business for over 20 years, offering the best variety and service we possibly can. In the year 2000, we started out as a little hole in the wall, and now In the Groove is a full-service record shop with thousands of records to choose from. Buying rock, jazz, R&B, soul, and blues records, 33s, 45s, and 78s. We also buy CDs and cassette tapes. We've been buying and selling since 2000. In the Groove is a one-stop shop for records, stereo equipment, CDs, and other fun oddities. 708 Jefferson Street, Jefferson City, Missouri. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook. In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More.
You're gonna have to turn that one over there. Dave with the funky beds.
I know. I like those drums, right? Funky, baby. Welcome back to the old 77.
It's a safe place.
Andrea.
In an unsafe world.
World. Where's Maddie Francis when you need him?
Episode 92.
Almost in the books.
I thought you were gonna hit that cool down segment there for a minute.
I gotta hit that. Hold on. Let me do that.
This is
Hold
why
on.
we can't have nice
Here we go.
Cooling it down like baby powder on junk on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Ooh, so nice.
Shout out to Louis Mano.
Thank you to Louis Mano on that one.
Love his work. Love his
That
work.
voice is so deep.
Yeah, I got to go to work soon, guys.
Yeah, man, you just got called in.
I was supposed to be at work. Well, I was at work.
You
like
were. We were going to do this after a
3
game.
hours ago, and then they called me and said, no, we're going to do the game at this time tonight. So
We're pushing it back. So I was like, hey, man, we could do this.
I'm glad you had that idea.
Real quick like
I'm
though.
glad that you had that idea.
Yeah,
That's
we
actually a
get
great
this,
idea.
Get this done and up and out of the way.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So we got just a quick cool down coming up.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about, is it a local kid you guys were saying hung himself with his hoodie?
I don't know the specifics. I just know
Well,
that.
this is the first I'm hearing of it.
I know there was a nationwide boy that made national news.
Yeah.
That hung himself. His name was Drake, and it was spelled really unique. That's how I read it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else had posted. We also have one that's local who was just 13.
Oh shit! And this was done on purpose. Like a suicide?
Looks like it. Yeah.
And guess what the culprit was? Bullying.
Oh man, it's always bullying.
Bullying. Yeah.
It's always bullying.
That was what I heard too.
Well, here's the thing.
Kids are fucking mean, man.
Sure they are. Yeah.
But what we don't talk about, what about the adults who still bully?
Oh,
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Oh, man.
And a lot of times, the kids in school that are bullies, a lot of times their parents are bullies too.
It's unfortunate.
It's a generational thing.
Cheech cam.
I mean, that's the hardest thing about
I love the Cheech cam.
having a junior high student now is that the bullying has intensified tenfold.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm to the point now where we say, if they start it, you finish it.
But Mom, I'll get in trouble.
Don't care.
Not for me, you're not.
You gotta have your kids back, man, and you gotta know your kid has to know that you've got their back.
Right.
Well,
if you're straight up getting bullied and it's legit, beat the piss out that kid.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Luckily, I never had.
Boys are that way, though, man. We were having this discussion though the other day. Boys. Dave, if I didn't like you in high school, I would have punched you in the mouth. Mm-hmm. You would have punched me in the mouth. We would have hated each other until we got done with the fight, and then we would have been friends.
I literally had my best friend from way back in the day. That was basically how we met.
Because that's how boys do it.
We didn't actually fight, but he used to talk a lot of shit on me, like make fun of me and stuff.
Right.
And then we ended up being in a fucking band together.
Yeah.
So.
Girls, on the other
We're
hand.
vindictive bitches, and we will hate you till the end of the earth.
Yeah. Like with men, it's usually like a heat of the moment type shit, but with women, you guys are planners. You guys
planners.
You cross your T's and dot your I's, and if you're gonna do some mean shit,
you're not just gonna like end your life. You're gonna end your families, your mamas, that bitch you took to the 3rd grade dance.
Absolutely.
Fuck her.
Yeah.
I sometimes think
Patty
that
Boyarski. I can get you an address on
Boy Joy.
I just think it's easier to sometimes hate than it is just let it go. And I think that's why they hold on to it. Because I'm guilty of it. There are people that I just absolutely cannot stand and probably have no reason not to like them. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't bully them, but I just don't.
There's going to be people in your life that just for whatever reason, just things don't click. I know like Jessie sometimes, I won't mention any names, but there's certain people where she should just be like, I don't trust her. And I don't know what it is, why I don't trust her. You know what I mean? But it's just like the vibe thing.
I get that.
You got to listen to the vibes.
You got to listen to your gut, man.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a cat that you guys know. Then the first time I ever met him, I was like, I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him. Mm-hmm. And I still, to this day, can't
just
stand
don't like him?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's not like...
I can't put my finger on it.
It's not any one thing in particular. It's just the vibe.
And that's something that I've been trying to
Mm-hmm.
teach, especially Katie, because she unfortunately carries her heart on her sleeve too.
Yeah.
Is that you're not going to like everybody, and not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay. But the thing you have to remember is just be nice.
Yeah,
but that's
even
just
if you
it,
don't like
though.
somebody.
Katie's like me. She wears her heart on her sleeve, but she's a mouthy motherfucker.
Oh, and there's this one little girl in her class who has been starting girl drama since 1st grade.
Oh, she hates this girl.
I don't like this girl. I want to throat punch this girl. She makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Like,
have you actually had any encounters with this girl?
I have not, but I've seen her in action.
Yeah, okay.
And the fact that she is so vindictive.
I've been getting live updates from Katie, and it's
like Mean Girls.
It is Mean Girls, and they're only in 3rd grade.
Pioneer Trail version.
Yeah, they're only in 3rd grade.
Like, I'm pretty sure this girl has like a burn book. Like, she is just
She's made
vicious.
a burn book already?
No, that was me exaggerating.
She's Steve Buscemi in which Adam Sandler movie is that where he's got the list?
That?
Is that Billy Madison?
Yep.
Is it Billy? No, it's not Billy Madison. It's Happy
Gilmore.
Billy Madison.
Is it?
Yes, because he's going back and he's righting all the wrongs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then he's sitting there with the lipstick on.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, he's a nice guy.
What a great.
I had a friend, a guy that I liked who had a hit list in high school.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was on that at one point.
Yeah.
Because I think he had my locker and I tossed his ass out. I told these guys about it.
But let's be honest, like
Lesby.
None of us when we were in school, like we didn't have to worry about active shooters. We didn't have to do drills, you know.
They were just starting though. Whenever you and I were in high school.
99 Columbine. That was what opened the floodgates.
Oh my God, yes.
Absolutely. Before that,
all the attention it got. That's why.
And I
remember they turned to school on. We had Channel 1 at the time. We watched as they stormed the high school.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, there was a kid in my grade who wrote a bomb threat and got us out like a half day.
Yeah.
Really?
Thank God for that kid, right?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He got sent to he didn't attend our school for like a year, and then he was able to come back. Where do they send them when they can't come?
So there was a place
like Christian County.
Yeah, there was a place I think in Taylorville that they went to, like special needs, like the really weird kids.
Yeah.
We had this one kid.
But he wasn't special needs. He was just a dick.
I have a student that's like that.
Was that the Blades kid?
No.
I have a student that his mom just completely took him out of regular school,
Yeah.
and he's doing some weird, different thing now.
We had this kid that I always thought had the most awesome bitchin' fucking name. His name was Jesse Blades.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Right? That's a dope radio name. But this kid was just a fucking asshole, man. He didn't care. But I remember it was...
If you knew his home life, it would make so much more sense.
I'm
because
totally
I was
sure.
friends with his sister.
I believe that. But I remember one day, like, we come around a corner to go to this class, and we had this girl. She was this really... it was her 8th grade year. I was probably like a sophomore, maybe a freshman at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably a freshman. I come around the corner, and this girl was this little mousy thing. Her name was Kim. And Kim had this little, like, bob cut, right? And her hair was real long. And Jesse had pulled off a fire extinguisher. And we come around the corner, and he went, "Hey, Kim." And the only thing I remember seeing was the cone right in her fucking face. And he pulled the trigger, and her hair went straight back into like a backwards frozen cone, man. And she was just like, "Whoa!"
Oh, man.
That makes me think of Black Sheep.
And that's the last time we
shove
saw
it
him.
up my ass.
Right? That's the last time we saw the Jesse Blades.
Vote
But
for
before
Dom.
that, I had him in 4th grade, and between 4th grade and 8th grade, he disappeared because we were redoing the elementary school. At the time, we had asbestos, and they were ripping it all out, and we were all going to school during that, and they had great big open windows, and they were cutting all the windows down to just 2. And he pissed one of the teachers off, and the teacher threw his desk out the window.
Oh, no.
And it was the second story. He was like, "Blah, blah, blah."
Best part is that teacher ended up being our high school principal.
Yeah. He was my 4th grade teacher and my high school principal.
I had a teacher who once got in trouble for shooting off a musket in the middle of class.
That's awesome. This would have been the guy who did it. Yeah.
So
he had a bugle that he would keep in his drawer next to his desk, and like if somebody would fall asleep, he would get up and slowly walk over to them and start jamming that bugle in their ear.
Sounds like a history teacher.
It was Doc Roberts was his name. He was awesome.
This motherfucker would get all up in.
I
hit a
love
podium.
this teacher, by the way.
And I fell asleep in his class, and he caught me and moved me right to the front. Right?
Oh.
He was so boring.
But he told you straight out the gate, you fall asleep, you're going to be in the front of the class. And then he will purposely, he'll talk, but he'll, spit
So he'll be,
over
like,
you.
talking, and then he jumps up in the fucking rafters, and the spit flies.
See, I like teachers
my
like
God.
that, man. Teachers
Again,
that are passionate.
You either like him or you don't.
I hated him. He was terrible.
It's all in the
I thought
delivery,
he was
I
terrible.
suppose.
We had this teacher. We
He
both had this
never
teacher.
engaged me, at least.
But he was...
I had the best. That was the problem.
In the middle school, we had one that he taught math and he taught social studies, and he was pretty much like the town drunk.
And he was a horrible drunk, but I loved him.
And
a lot of those...
he was so lovable.
He sticks out in your mind because you still remember Bogota,
Colombia.
But one of my one of the classmates in my grade, who, God love him, he would have just had his 40th birthday. Unfortunately, he didn't get to celebrate that. But him and Nick got into it, and
why are dogs in here?
I remember they were yelling at each other, and Nick just hopped up and he just started running, and he ran straight out of the school, ran straight home. And Mr. Brickner was just fuming mad. We didn't see him again until the next day. He just went straight home.
We are getting bombarded by dogs in the studio right now.
That's because our nice children opened the door.
They cracked the door, left it open.
Yep.
Poor Maggie. I see poor Maggie still got that little limp.
Yeah, it's a little worse now. I let them out a couple days ago. Let the 2 in. She stayed out. I fell asleep. Maggie somehow got out and about, and I was trying to get her back over. She's on the other side of the back of the chain link fence, and I guess she jumped the fence. I don't know.
Yeah,
she's
she
been a little
hurt
extra
herself doing
gippy
that,
since
too.
then. But
Poor old girl.
Has she been known to do that? Jump the fence?
no.
No, that's first.
But she was panicking because she couldn't figure out how to get back, and I was trying to get her to go down a couple of a couple houses, and just come out that way because they don't have. So I get in my car at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I drive around to the back, and then I get there.
She's already over.
And she's already over, and she's growling at me, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I've never heard that dog growl before.
Oh my god.
Oh, she
I have.
can.
Yeah.
She doesn't a lot, but she can.
So she gets angry at Cheech, especially because she'll be laying on the couch and Cheech will like jump up on her, or our little black dog will
I was
jump
gonna
up
say,
on
you
her.
said that wrong. Cheech gets angry at her. Maggie
gets
rarely gets angry
no,
at.
I've heard Maggie because they'll like stand on her leg and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and she
just
doesn't like that.
annoy her.
But I was gonna say on the other hand, Cheech, anytime she comes up, will just bite her in the face.
Like you can just see the rage.
Those little dogs terrify the shit out
Oh
of me,
my
man.
god.
They always have.
She's so docile. What are
Right.
you talking about?
Look at her.
Sometimes.
She's just chilling.
She's been pretty sweet to me tonight. I've
Right.
gotten some licks tonight.
She's a good Cheech.
Yeah.
Good Cheecherinos.
I'm trying to get her used to you guys. I mean, you've only been coming here for a year, and they still bark at
I
you
know.
every time you walk in.
You need to carry her around in your handbag, like Paris Hilton style.
I don't know if she'd like that. She's scared of heights.
She probably would.
I would love to do that, but her disdain for certain people.
Absolutely.
she hates people. So
Yeah, it wouldn't be good for certain people.
I want to take her to work.
I want you to take her to
You
work.
know?
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
taken her to work. Well, I've had her brought to me at work when she was having her episodes.
Yeah, she had a couple
Like
epileptic,
seizures?
epileptic
Yeah,
seizures.
and we
here.
have like a little storage tote that I throw shred stuff in. So I emptied out my shred and put the blanket in there and had her sitting up on my desk, and she was just like, "What's going on?"
Right.
She just chilled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. Thankfully, nobody came in.
I mean, it's still.
It's like a little kitty cat.
Right. She wasn't moving much that day anyway.
No.
She slept probably a lot.
Yeah, my next dog is going to be a rescue for sure.
Dude, rescue dogs are so appreciative.
Most of the dogs I've had and cats throughout my life have been rescues.
Maggie's the best example. She won't
She's
stop
awesome.
smiling.
She's such a cool dog.
Well,
if I could get a Maggie twin, I would get a Maggie twin.
You know,
she has brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah, they found her up around Fulton with another one that was just like her. Had the same injury. Like,
Are you sure it was Fulton?
I thought it was up around Fulton,
We serve Cole County, not Callaway County.
but I'm pretty sure she came from Fulton.
No,
is where
that
they originally
was Sophia.
was where I thought that's where they originally found her. Was up around there. She
No.
went to the whatever Fulton shelter was there, and they sent her to Cole.
Yeah, there's one in Fulton called.
I thought it was the only reason was whatever was up there was full. That's why she was here.
Callaway Shelter. Like
Callaway Hills Animal Shelter.
Yeah, Callaway Hills.
I've been to that one a couple times, and it's pretty ratty. Like, it's not very.
It's pretty sketch.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a little bit sketchy.
They can't all be good,
No.
great facilities.
But-
I mean, I'd love for them to be.
I'd rather they be in there than be.
Exactly.
Did you guys hear about this guy that was chasing after his dog on the interstate and got hit by a car and killed?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Was this on 70?
I think so. I don't know. I should have pulled.
Why
the
does
story up,
Frogger
but-
come to mind?
I don't know.
Because it's kind of like a game of Frogger.
Here
Did his
you are.
dog
Like,
make
I'm
it?
sure he loved. Well, dude, that was the thing. Was like, when I got to the end of the article, I felt like an asshole because I had that exact thought.
Right, like, well,
what about
shit.
the dog? Did
What
the
about
dog
the
make
dog?
it? Yeah, and they didn't say. So, man, that man must have loved that dog.
He had to have, right?
Yeah,
Love him some dog.
absolutely. What's
I
not to love about a
mean-
good dog?
Dog.
I know I sound southern. Every once in a while, that southern comes out.
I had a friend that he used to just, my buddy Tim would just look at you sometimes and go, dog.
Time.
It's usually when I drink that my southern accent
Oh, yeah.
shows
Yeah,
up.
you were definitely speaking Southern last week.
Speaking some southern last week.
Oh, yeah.
Quick cool down
This
tonight,
was a
guys.
quick cool down.
Sorry.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Thanks
Apologies to Matty Fran. He cut up audio for us. We
didn't play
just
any
ran
of
out
it.
of time, man.
That's all right. We'll save it for next
Right?
time.
We
yeah.
will definitely save it for next time.
Now I
Big
gotta
thanks to our Patreon patrons. You know who you are.
go. That's right. We
Sir
love you guys.
Biscuit.
We love you guys.
JC, or I'm sorry, JT.
JT.
And the JC Paranormal.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names we got to
There's a lot of
remember. okay?
J's there
Go
going
easy
on,
on
right?
us, okay? At least we got the initials right.
The sad thing is that he's known JT forever.
I know.
But I've never known him as JT.
Yeah. And you've known him since before he had the New Zealand accent.
Right.
Which is quite prominent
I knew
now.
him when he had hair.
Yeah, that's right.
He could say the same thing for me, though.
Yeah.
So I watched a couple of these episodes. I look like Friar Tuck sitting here behind this board.
You need to wear a hat, dude. Just wear a hat.
Less on top, more gray on the front.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
It's like reverse mullet, right?
Well, Jewish guys usually go bald, but apparently...
Well, I need the yarmulke so I can keep my head from going burnt,
Maybe we're reading into it a little too deep. Maybe that's the whole purpose of the yarmulke to begin with, and we're just, reading into it too far.
Maybe.
I don't know. I got lucky in the hair department. What can I say?
No kidding, right?
Embrace it.
Still got all that luscious locks.
Embrace the curls, baby. Embrace the curls.
I actually would be surprised. I am just waiting for the day that you come in and it's all gone. Because I keep seeing that picture up there, and I'm like, who is that? I don't know that person.
It's Dave.
Yeah. It might happen someday.
I have his hair in that picture.
I'll never say never. I never said it. When I first started growing it out this time around, that was my thought, is that eventually someday I'll just chop it off.
Yeah, I remember Dave looking like that.
I don't.
In the early days.
Yeah, in the early days.
I just remember Scott coming home and being like, there's this dude that's going to have twins, and he thinks it's going to be great. And we went,
He's got no idea.
You weren't my only friend.
Joke's on you. Yeah. No, I'm teasing. Your boys are good.
They're pretty good boys. They are pretty good boys. I'm lucky.
Well, kids, episode 92 is in the books.
In the books.
In the books.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Andrea.
That's right.
Dave's got to go to work now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not like I really have to work for a living. I get paid to listen to basketball games.
Boring.
Could be worse things.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Hey, do you got that Louis Mano transcript thing over there?
I think.
Hit that for me, bro.
Except, is it in a different...
it should be in one of the two nested folders.
Let's see.
Working it out.
Here, you do
on the air.
This is what we do. We still don't have a full-time Jeopardy host, do we?
No, sure don't.
God.
I like
Transcript of the old
Blossom's been doing her
podcast right down everything the boys say.